Welcome everybody to this week's episode of The Stampede, and we are continuing our tour of the CTE Center at Floyd County High School, and we have the fearless leader, Ms. Faulkner, with us today from the nursing department. This is a great program. The numbers are growing each year.
Yes, they are.
And they have a lot going on in here. So before we jump into the program, Sonora, tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your background?
Okay. I'm a registered nurse. I got that from New River, and I got my CTE teaching license from ODU. I've been teaching this course for 4 years. Before that, I worked for Carillion before the school. I had a background in med-surg, cardiac, mother-baby, employee health, and then I also worked as a school nurse for Floyd County Public Schools and the nurse coordinator.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So you are very well-rounded and definitely can see why you can lead this
and
program.
that's the
like
great
this.
thing with nursing. You can expand and go to different departments. And
Sure. So tell us a little bit about what's the options for the students coming into this. You know, kind of walk us through how the classes line up.
Okay, so they start out typically as a freshman or sophomore in the Intro to Health and Medical Science program, which gives them a great background into all the different health careers they could choose from. As I was saying earlier, they take them on field trips. Miss Sarah Morris is their teacher, as you know, and she does an excellent job with them, takes them on field trips to see Jefferson College of Health Sciences. We took them to a radiology program, nursing, so we like to expand and so they can see different careers. She also offers guest speakers that come in and speak as well.
That's really cool. Kind of help them to develop the path
So
that
they know
want to
what
go.
they want to do, yeah. And we also work with our students very closely to get them shadowing opportunities once they're age 16 through Carillion or Lewis Gale, so they can go shadow different departments because you don't know what you want to do really until you see things.
Right.
You know, that's a good way. So I do try to get them into some shadowing opportunities. After intro, they take Nurse Aid 1, typically as juniors, and then Nurse Aid 2 as seniors.
So we talked with some of the students, the seniors. So when you're like as a junior, do you get as much hands-on as they mentioned the seniors did, or is that kind of leading up to it?
I'm glad you brought that up. In Nurse Aid 1, they're not allowed yet to come to Skyline to do direct patient care because we have to accomplish so many classroom hours before that happens. But I do bring my Nurse Aid 1 juniors to come get to know the residents and do activities with them. So when they come into Nurse Aid 2, they know the residents before they provide direct patient care.
Wow.
But we do go over the skills they need in Nurse Aid 1 that they will need for Nurse Aid 2.
Right.
So they know how to do those things
That is really cool.
ahead of time.
Yeah, there's so many in the medical field. There's so many avenues you can go, you know, and it's really cool how you bring them in and let them see the different aspects of it. And, and don't expect them to go one route, you know, let them make their own choice.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And I've seen over the past 4 years, they don't all go to nursing. A lot do, but some branch out to PAs, nurse practitioner, doctors, physical therapy, sports medicine, radiology. There's been a big increase of interest in radiology I've seen this year.
All right, Sonora, so just tell us what we got the students doing here today.
Okay, this is my dual enrollment Nurse Aid 2 course, and they right now are taking vital signs. They're taking blood pressure, manual pulse, temperature, respiration, O2%, and then we're also recording as well.
So how often do you guys do this down here?
We come twice a week. The students obtain 40 clinical hours. Hold on one second. Did you get it, Madison? Did you get the other one? Okay, all right. So this course allows them to get 80 classroom hours and then 40 clinical hours. Once that is completed, then they register to take their state board exam, which it will be December 1st.
Right.
Okay. And Floyd County High School we're an approved testing facility, so they'll take both written and their skills exam on December 1st at the high school, back in our classroom in our lab.
So when they're taking the boards, they're coming out to be a
CNA, Certified Nursing Assistant. Okay. They can also use these 40 hours, these clinical hours, towards any medical program that they go into for college. They can use those hours because many medical programs require 1,000 hours per se.
Right.
Say it's for a PA. They can, I know it's a drop in the bucket, but they can still use 40. This does count. They can use 40 for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So is the CNA is kind of leading into, if you want to become an RN or any of the
Yes,
fields?
any of the fields. So they can take their CNA, and most of them plan to branch out from that, which is what is wonderful with this class. A lot of them branch out to be RNs, nurse practitioner, PAs, physician assistants. I even had one student that wants to pursue to be a medical doctor. PT, OT, sports medicine. So this just opens the door to get them in the medical industry.
Right, that is great. A lot of hands-on experience, honestly.
Yes.
It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they do get a lot of direct patient hands-on care.
So how long have you kind of had this partnership with Skyline, being able to come down here?
I've been teaching this course for 4 years, but before that, Christy Sutphin taught, and they had a partnership with Skyline probably 4 years prior to that.
Right.
Which it is very convenient that it's only 5 minutes from the school. We love our residents, obviously, and they do form a bond with them.
Sure.
Nurse Aid 1, the course that they will take, they start out taking Intro to Health and Medical Sciences, which talks about all the different health careers. So that's great for all the students to broaden their eyes into what they might want to do. And Intro is very great to bring guest speakers in, and they take field trips, so they get to see many different medical careers and open their eyes to that. Then as juniors, they will take Nurse Aid 1, and either junior or senior, they'll take dual enrollment Nurse Aid 2.
Right.
And as of right now, the dual enrollment does give them college credits as well.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So how many students do you have each year that go through this program?
For Nurse Aid 2, per the Virginia Board of Nursing, you can only supervise 10 at a time.
Right.
But as far as like my Nurse Aid 1, the interest, I'm glad you brought that up because we've had a huge increase in interest. So Nurse Aid 1 is growing by numbers. So next year, we hope to add another Nurse Aid 2 course to have 3 sections so that we can bring 30 plus students here at different times.
That's
In
great.
groups of 10.
Well, and you look at a lot of the business industry, you read on, you see how the medical field is just growing. It's huge. The numbers are growing.
It
So
is.
it's great.
There's an RN shortage, and the medical industry is growing, so they are very much needed. Now, for their state boards on December 1st, they'll take their written first. They're given 2 hours to take a written test with 70 questions on it. Then they're paired in twos to take their skills exam. Here, they learn over 50 plus skills. Then the Board of Nursing gives them a set 23 skills that can be picked from that day. So they don't know ahead of time which skills they'll have. They're given a card on that day with 5 skills, time for 30 minutes. Here you go. So with each skill, there's how many steps? A lot. Yeah, some 20 plus steps in one skill, so you can't miss a step per skill.
Wow.
Or you have to retest skills. So
See.
it's a lot we practice here, obviously, but we practice so much back in the lab, right? Over and over and over, so that we've got the steps down, we're doing them correctly, and we have everything memorized.
Well, she just gave y'all good advice there. Don't be slacking, because you need to know all of them, right?
Yeah, you need to
can't-
know all of them because you don't know till that day.
Right.
But we practice that in the lab. They're getting ready next week to have time to practice, where I will hand them, they don't know which 5, I'll hand them their card, I'll time them for 30 minutes, and make sure they've got through all 23.
And what type of,
Yeah.
of skills are you looking at there? Just in the,
They do know that they have hand washing, and then they'll have one vital sign, so it could be blood pressure, pulse, respiration, weight, and then the other skills could be from ambulating a resident, dressing someone, all of the ADLs, the activities of daily living, hygiene skills, Feeding. Feeding is very important, obviously, because we don't want to, some residents are at risk of choking and aspiration, so there's a lot of life-saving skills that they learn. They are all certified in CPR and first aid before we come for clinical hours.
Now you guys will see here in a minute, later in the show, we interviewed your students, and I'm going to tell you what, for 10 kids, 10, 12 kids that we just went through, I mean, every one of them have such a great story, and they're so talented, and they know the direction they want to go in. And so what do these kids mean to you?
Oh, they mean the world to me. Yeah. Don't get me don't get me emotional. But they mean a lot.
Yeah. I'm sure that's pretty rewarding to see them.
It is. It's very rewarding. Yes.
I know. Look at myself when I was in high school. To hear those 10 in a row there, I can't think of 10 people that knew what they were going to do when I was in school. And to be that ready.
Yeah, they're ready professionally, socially. They have an idea what they want to do, and that does mean a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Good.
All right. Ready to go.
All right. Now we're here with Miss Jenna, student here at Floyd County High School. You're a senior, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what really drew you to the nursing program?
I just really enjoy helping people. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you get to come down here. Do you enjoy coming down and seeing at Skyline here at the residence?
Yeah, you definitely form a bond with all of the residents, and I just enjoy helping them.
That's great. So do you have what's your plans after you get out of high school?
I plan to go to New River for 2 years, and then I'll get my associate's degree, and I'll be an RN, but I want to go back and get my bachelor's degree later on.
Where do you plan?
So I'll probably do it through Jefferson or
through
something.
Jefferson. Now we have with us Miss Megan here from Floyd County. How are you, Megan?
Good, you?
Awesome. So what grade are you in at school?
I'm a senior this year.
Senior. And what's your plans after you get out of school?
Plan on going to New River for 2 years, and then after that transfer to Jefferson.
Okay.
And maybe become a neonatal nurse or a OBGYN.
Okay, for big dummies like me, tell me what exactly does that mean?
A neonatal is a nurse that works with like the babies in the nursery.
Okay.
And then an OBGYN can be like a delivery nurse.
Great. So what kind of drew you to that field?
After my cousin was born, I felt really close to her, especially when she was a baby, so I'm a real big baby fan, so.
That's great. So what have you really enjoyed with the nursing program here at Floyd?
I like all the bonds that has been created and getting to know more people and just getting along and hearing their stories.
That is cool. Well, thanks for being with us, and good luck with everything.
Thank you.
So we're here now with Shaylee. And Shaylee, you are a senior?
Yes, sir.
Right. So what are your plans after high school?
I plan to attend Radford University and to apply for the nursing program and eventually get my BSN in nursing, so I have more opportunities and not have to go back to school to further my education.
Awesome. So what drew you to become an RN?
Well, the medical profession has always been, I've always had my heart set on that, and I love the interaction with people, and it has improved my social skills, and I would like to see the duration of people's healing and be with them every step of the way.
That's great. So where are you, as an RN, what field, kind of department or whatnot are you going to go into?
I've always had my heart set on pediatrics, but I may get into it and decide I don't want to do that. But I've also thought about labor and delivery.
Right. What have you really enjoyed about the nursing program at Floyd?
Well, it's a great opportunity, and it's kind of opened my eyes and made me realize that it is something I want to do. Going into the class, I was really open-minded, and I was unsure, but now I really do have my heart set on it. It's something I want to continue.
That's great. Now we have Miss Jenna joining us today. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So you're a senior as well here, and so what's your plans after school?
Well, I've gotten into Radford, so I'll probably go there and get my bachelor in nursing, and I want to go into cancer and take care of the people with cancer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very admirable. So where would you do that? Is there a place here that you kind of, to get into the cancer?
I'm not really sure. I'd probably go to Radford Hospital first since it's near where I live, but I guess I would just, I'm sure going to college would give me more experience on that.
Sure. There's a lot of, big cancer centers and places
Yeah,
that do a lot. That'd be Be a challenging field, I'm sure,
Yeah.
to be in. So what advice would you have for any of the nursing students that's coming in and starting?
Probably just be ready for anything, because in the CNA class you see a lot of stuff that you haven't seen before, so you just need to be ready to deal with all that you see.
Right. So what's been one of your favorite things you've gotten to do through this?
Probably just getting close with the residents and forming a connection with them, and like seeing them get better and improve every time we come here.
That's great. Yeah, I noticed a lady who was had with us earlier filming, she was joking around, having a good time. It
Yeah.
seems like you guys have a good relationship
Yeah,
there.
we
That's
do.
really cool.
We do.
Well, thanks a lot for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So are you a senior as well?
Yes.
Awesome. So what's your plans after school?
I think I'm going to attend Radford, and I'm going to study nursing, and then after that I'm probably going to go into dermatology or radiology.
Wow. Okay. So what does they do in dermatology? That's a new one for me. So what is that field about?
Okay, that's skin, and
Okay.
so it's a lot of nasty stuff like popping zits, cutting out cysts,
Huh.
and the occasional like skin cancer and stuff like that.
Right. Sounds interesting. So you're going to go to Radford. Would that be a bachelor's for that as well? Okay, cool. So what has been one of your favorite things through the nursing program here at Floyd?
Well, all like getting to know all of these guys and working together, and I've got to experience a lot of new skills, learning a lot of new things. So that's probably my favorite.
That's great. So do you have any good stories on Miss Faulkner or Miss Morris, either one? It's too much for TV.
not
and
really.
It's got to be what it is.
Not that I can tell.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being with us, Hannah.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it. So we now have with us Miss Leanne. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Awesome. And you're a senior as well here at
Yes,
Floyd?
sir.
Right. What's your plans after school?
Going to Nerva for 2 years and then transferring to Radford.
Yeah?
Yes.
What? So you're starting at New River. Is something that drew you to New River that you liked better?
It was just easier to get my general studies done there and then transfer to a 4-year school.
Right. So what's your major going to be in?
RN, I think, I hope.
Yeah? Any certain fields you want to try out?
NICU,
NICU.
yeah.
So what kind of drew you to that?
Well, my mother was an RN and she worked in the NICU, and so I felt like I needed to kind of pursue what she did.
That's great.
Yeah.
So are you going to stay around here, you think? Are you going to travel the world?
I don't know, traveling seems pretty cool, so.
Yeah. You're a traveling nurse. It's a big, you know,
Yeah.
big deal there. There's a lot of opportunities with that. Is there a story from your mom that inspired you to go into that field?
Well, my mother passed away when I was 2 years old, so after hearing what she did throughout her life and the lives that she changed, I felt like, yeah, I could do that, so
That is great. That is cool. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
And good luck with everything.
Okay, rolling.
What's up?
What's
I'm
up?
here with Holden. What's up, man?
What's up?
How are you?
Good.
Good. So you're a senior as well,
Yes.
Floyd? Awesome. So what's your plans after school?
I thought about going to college, but then I recently got sworn into the Navy, and I'm gonna go in as in hopes of being a corpsman in the Navy.
Awesome. So will you be in the medical field in that, or just
Yeah,
going-
it's a medical field where you travel the world and like help people and do like a variety of stuff.
Oh wow, that's great, man. So what kind of drew you to that?
Well, my uncle was in the National Guard, and he's the one that gave me the idea.
Right.
And he's was a really big advocate of it,
Right.
and he.
That is
yeah.
awesome. So where do you want to end up at? Where's the perfect base that you're going to be at?
Anywhere around the world, I guess. Like,
Anywhere?
Yeah.
Just going for the ride, huh?
Yeah.
That is great. So tell me, what have you really enjoyed about the program here at Floyd?
Well, get into like forming like friendships and like having relationships with like the residents and like forming bonds with them.
That's awesome. Good deal. Well, good luck with everything, Holden. Thanks
Yep.
for being with us.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, well, now we have with us Megan. Are you a senior as well, Floyd? Awesome. So what is your plans after school?
I'm planning to go to Radford University and go into the nursing program and then eventually pediatrics.
Pediatrics? Cool. So what led you to that?
Because I have a lot of, younger siblings and cousins and stuff, and I really enjoy working with kids.
Right. That's really cool. So what have you really enjoyed here at Floyd?
I like when we come to the nursing home, I like coming here and seeing the residents, and it's like a bond, and I really enjoy it and taking care of them.
Right. Oh, that's cool. So do you have what's one of your favorite memories throughout the program?
Hearing the stories that the residents tell.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, that's cool. So let me ask you, if nobody's looking, do you take your medical gloves and blow them up and make balloon animals with them?
Nah.
No, not at all?
Nah.
Not even once?
Nah.
Okay. I believe her. I really do. Well, thanks for being with us, Megan. Appreciate it. All right, we're here now with Miss Madison Harris at Floyd County. So you are senior as well?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So what is your plans after school?
I plan on going to New River, and I'm not exactly sure what I want to be yet, but I've thought about either physical therapy or an OB/GYN.
Cool. So the physical therapy, if you went that route, where would you go to finish that out with school?
Probably Jefferson.
Jefferson?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jefferson, seems like a lot of you guys are kind of pulling to Jefferson. Is there some reason behind that? Have you been there and got to visit that any or anything throughout the program here?
My mom went to Jefferson, so that's why I kind of want to go to Jefferson. But it's also a really good program from what I've heard.
Right.
And it's close by, so.
Yeah. So do you plan on staying around this area once you go? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So what's been one of the favorite things you've gotten to do here throughout the program?
All the hands-on stuff. It's a different experience compared to just being in a classroom and learning from a book.
Right. Do you enjoy coming down here to Skyline and working with everybody?
Yeah. The residents are fun to be around.
What kind of advice would you have for anybody that's starting into this program here at Floyd?
Don't be afraid to do something that you haven't done before. Just step in and do it, because it's not as bad as you think.
Awesome. That's great advice. Thank you a lot, Madison, for being with us.
Thank you.
And we're here now with the world famous Jose, Floyd County High School senior, right? Mm-hmm. Awesome, man. So what's your plans after you get out of school?
After I get out of school, I want to go to college to New River or Radford, one of those two. Probably 2 or 4 years to get my bachelor's.
Right. What program are you going to study?
Probably, I'm not sure yet, RN or radiology.
Right.
One of those two.
Cool. So are you planning to kind of stay in this area, or are you going to travel the world?
No, I'll probably stay around this area.
Yeah? Yeah. Cool. So what's been one of your favorite adventures you've gotten to do here with this nursing program?
Well, you learn something new every day whenever you come here. You know?
Right.
So I like to do the hands-on skills. So it teaches different from the residents.
Oh, that's cool. So what type of advice would you have for any new students coming in?
Be confident about what you're going to do. Always be prepared about stuff.
That's great. That's a great answer there. Well, thank you very much, Jose, for being with us, okay?
Thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Girls and boys. I'm an old woman. But I am so proud of each and every one of you for the way you all stood up and told how you were going to graduate and take school to your honor. And I'm proud of it, and I know your mom and daddy is too. Just keep the good work up and keep your chin up. And we love you all. Oh, I know you do, darling.
You made her cry.
You're so sweet. You made us cry. Yeah. Well, you all keep the good work up and keep your mind on your books and learn. Because you're going to need it when you get grown up and out here in this world of making your living.
So how much does it mean to you to see these guys and girls come down here?
It means the world to me. Because I don't see my family up in the Roanoke. And I'm down here, and it's lonely. And these girls build my strength up to keep me going.
That is awesome. That's so cool. I can tell, it seems like you're raising all of them. It's awesome.
Oh, I wouldn't mind raising them all.
There you go. That is really cool.
Well, if it didn't do no good, I'd turn them across my knee.
There you go. There you go. Well, I tell you what, you did a good job. This is an impressive group of kids here.
Well, I enjoyed them. I tell you, I'll never forget them. I'm 83 years old, and I won't never forget none of you.
Well, we won't ever forget you.
Y'all just work and keep your nose up and learn and make a good portion of your life
Yes, ma'am.
so you can get a good job. That means a lot in this world, that you find a good job and work, if you have to work. Like me, we had to work. We had to walk a mile to catch a bus to go to school.
Yeah.
We lived way up at the foot of the mountains at Adkins,
Right.
and we had to walk all the way out of the holler out to the forks of the road to catch a bus.
In the snow too, right?
Snow was the worst of it.
Yeah.
It'd be deep dive. And we had a creek behind us, and we got out there, my sisters and I, and we helped Mama make us a pool in the yard, in a rock garden, and put flowers around it, and put fish down in it. Then she took a stovepipe, a wash pan, and made a bird bath.
Oh, wow.
That's how we lived.
Right.
My father worked in a factory all his life. Mother was a homemaker, raising us 3 girls. I have the other 2 are younger than I am. I'm an old woman. What, about 83 years old?
Yeah.
You don't look it.
Well, thank you. Well, we keep on puddling around. We'll make it.
That's right. Well, thanks for chatting with us today. We really
Well, I
appreciate
enjoy
that.
all of you.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. They all got that smile on them that they're proud of themselves. If they just keep at it, keep working at it, they'll make it go of it.
Y'all are
Keep
listening
the
to
good
her, right?
work.
Yeah.
Make the good work. Straight A's and B's.
So do you enjoy getting to come down and see the residents here at Skyline as well?
I do. We love all of them, and we form very close bonds, and
Yeah.
encourage both myself and the students to come back, even after clinicals, to come see them
Sure.
at any time they want, you know.
Right. That is awesome. Well, keep up the good work. You're doing
Thank
a great
you.
thing here. The students, you can tell, are loving it, and
Yeah,
your
they
numbers improving like that is showing what you're doing. So,
Well,
so
thank
keep
you.
it up. Thanks for what you do, and thanks for
you.
joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you all.
We'll be right back after commercial break.
RMS has over 25 years of experience helping people turn their homeownership dreams into reality. We're ready whenever you are. Just click on Apply to get started. When it comes to meeting your home financing needs, you can count on RMS to guide you home.
Good. You want me to ask her anything else? How nervous are you, Leanne?
Oh my goodness.
Just
It is-
from 1 to 5. 5 being like I'm ready to just run through that window.
5, like, if I could.
Ready? So today now we have Miss Hannah joining us today, and we have a very special performance here. She's going to sing to us right here at Skyline.
No, I'm not.
Oh no?
No.
That's tomorrow. My bad. I got my days mixed up. But so Shaylee, if you were out in the field and you saw a pink donkey Would you A, lasso it? Would you B, jump on and ride? Or C, just run away screaming?
I'd probably look at the pink donkey and say, what on God's earth, what is going on? I'd probably take a picture and have to tell my friends.
Okay, you really ready?
I'm really ready.
Shaylee?
Why
All right,
did
so
you do that to me?
you wanted new questions,
I
right?
did. That was a good question.